the chat is already popping. What is good, DTL Universe? Welcome into your daily, and I do mean daily, sports and sports betting brand of record. We are live on the weekdays, on demand on the weekends, and let me check my notes. Indeed, it is Thursday, July 18th. One more day without a full slate. Then we get back into baseball. We'll head into August and get ready for football on both the crew side and the DTL side. Now, as always, we are the most transparent show in all of sports betting. And yesterday, not a bad day at the brand. 5-2. DG crying all over social media because he doesn't get the 15 seconds today. Wah, wah, wah. But Charles went 2-0 as well. So a solid 5-2 day on a day with hardly any sports. Now, let's bring in my partner, the 5-tool player. As the chat, Seabass is there. Raphael is there. AB, it is a Thursday, only one more day without baseball. Thank God. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Coach. Good morning, crew. Yeah, it's brutal out here. It's like walking the Sahara Desert alone.
Which I've never done, but I'm sure that it sucks. What are our Howie Schwab crew play of the day selections today? What do we got?
Yeah, we got NBA Summer League. So we got two games here, four options. You got the Grizzlies against the Pelicans. Take the Grizz minus 8.5 or the Pels plus 8.5. Or you going with the Lakers plus 6.5. Well, I've got the Pelicans listed twice. I don't know why I've got that there. They're not playing twice here tonight. But, yeah, basically you go with Pelicans, Lakers, or Grizz. Take your shot on that one.
Well, maybe it's old school summer league like we used to play 2 games in a night. Maybe they're playing 2 games in a night. Who knows? By the way, last night, Bronny scores double digits. He gets the post-game interview. It's all good in the Lakers hood, if you know what I mean. Bronny sounds just like his dad on the mic, by the way, in post-game.
Like he looks like him, too.
The whole thing.
Nice.
Just doesn't have his game, unfortunately. All right. The crew is standing by. Just because we don't have a lot to choose from does not mean we do not have a lot of content. By the way, do not forget to hit that like button on your way in. It really helps the show and the brand grow. So it is time, ladies and gentlemen, on a Thursday. By the way, shout out to my boys that Swing It and Ding It. Guys, check out the new hat. You can catch it online. They have an incredible golf brand. By the way, Justin Thomas, AB, he's leading the Open Championship right now. Tiger Woods just teed off about 20 minutes ago. So nice. It'll be a nice morning for people. They have something to do and something to watch.
Yeah.
But I bet we're going to find some soccer, too. I just have a feeling we'll have some day soccer. So if you don't mind, sir, it's now time for the picks. Bryson DeChambeau just finished up the U.S. Open champion of +5 to start. Royal Troon is no joke today for these cats out there. Look who I've got today, the man who gets that 15 seconds. It seems like every single day he's getting that green check mark, the man from the dirty. Charles, good morning. You get the 15 seconds, sir.
Morning, Coach, crew, chat, and don't forget the pays to be a member as well. The old know if you know. Double banger cashed as well. So it was an exceptional night. So put that one in the rear view, though. Excited about today. Let's cash some tickets.
There was a lot of high-scoring MLS last night. If we'd have bet overs on a lot of games, they all would have cashed. Now, this man has been all over the place. Vegas house, Southern house, and takes time to show up at our little show called DTL. Our numbers guy, Raphael. Good morning, sir.
Make it sound like I like to have 5 houses around the world and I just jet around house to house to house. But no, I did not join the hat club today watching my sister's dog, and I had to walk it this morning. So I did not join the hat club this morning. I saw people in the chat on there. But hey, I had the Seattle Sounders 6.5 corners last night +3. Nick was nice, easy plus money cash in the crew exclusive.
Easy plus money. It was one of the first times in a long time, Raphael, I've actually had to go into a game to check a stat. Because corners don't just show up on your screen. You got to go into the stats. But that's fine. It cashes just the same. And finally, he is our 5-star chef. He's got stuff all over the web, the X, the Instagram. He's on our team. Seabass, good morning, sir.
Morning, Coach. Morning, crew. How's everybody? Anybody eat the hot dog? AB, how was that cookout? Did you try the Seattle dog?
We did. It was fantastic, man. There's a lot of different ways that everybody went down. Most went mustard, right? Very simple, but dude, you're right.
There was something very cringy on the X last night. Something about hot dogs and Kamala Harris and VPs and having me. It's a mess right now out in these political streets, and somehow hot dogs got involved. I have no idea how.
Start here.
All right, now it's not a heavy day. We know that. We have a lot to discuss, but as always, Charles has found that there is some qualifying that's going to be very, very important to us throughout the year. And it goes on today. So, Charles, I'm going to have you start, but be very clear on where people can find these plays, please. You're up, sir.
Yeah, this is going to be the Europa Conference League. Leg 2s wrap up today, and I pinpointed a match with teams who have it all to play for. Vikaner entered this contest as a machine at home, winning all 9 fixtures this season with a plus 23 goal differential, while Liepāja has only collected 1 win and 10 tries away from home while conceding 1.7 goals per outing. I expect Vikaner to carry the scoring load today, with the visitors able to contribute at least 1 as well. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the over 2.75 full-time goals, and you can find this at our friends over at DraftKings as well, who offer Asian lines, which I will say it is essential to have Asian lines when investing in soccer as well.
And for those of you who are new in the soccer game, what he means by that is you can bet, like this one is an over 2.75. So 3 goals, you get half your bet back. 4 goals, you get the full bet back. You can kind of chop goals into 4 different parts: a quarter, a half, 3/4, of course, the full again. So a lot there, but that's why you watch my boy Charles and just check mark after check mark. All right, Raphael, I can always count on you. I can always count on you to find me a little horse racing on a day when we absolutely need it. Big boy, you're up.
Yeah, we're going to Canada today. Woodbine Race 7, one of my favorite horses out there. 2 Sip Sally, the number 1, my prime date, number 1. Side the 2 favorite. The only one that should probably cause her for some fiction is a number 2 horse. But I love the dad that raised her. Street Boss was a great Australian horse. Keated. 2 Sip Sally should win this. She's had 5 starts this year. Has won 2 of them with 1 place. Has never hit 3rd place. She doesn't want 3rd place. Give me a first. Give me win place for $20. She doesn't want 3rd. She's going to either win it or come in 2nd.
I tell you what, you said a lot of names there that I have no idea who you're talking about, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because I'm going to be right there casting wish at the pay window with Woodbine Race 7, $20 win place, 2 Slip Sally. It sounds ridiculous, but that's what horse racing and horse names are truly all about. Now, 10 years ago, betting on esports would have sounded ridiculous. It has turned into a multi-billion-dollar business. And AB, you found something today. Explain yourself.
This weekend, mark your calendars, is the Call of Duty National Championships. All right. It starts tonight. So 6:30 p.m. Eastern, we're going with the Los Angeles Guerrillas plus 1.5 kills against, well, whoever they're playing, the Optic Texas. All right, now let me tell you about the Los Angeles Guerrillas. Connor Yost, Dole Diamond Con himself, is back. He's out of summer school. He's good to go. Connor is going to take down Optic Texas. So take Guerrillas at plus money, plus 1.5. We almost went with the over 4.5. But no, now that Connor's back, Diamond Con, it's time to go.
Yeah, it's always changing lines when you have things like that affecting what's going to happen in the Call of Duty World Championships. By the way, our resident Cody Crybaby is in the chat, DG. Anyone know if Coach gave me my 15 seconds? Well, if you try to figure out if you're going to be at Universal Studios, going to be on the merry-go-round, all that, we could probably figure out how to get you on the show more than 1 day in a row. Then you could have your 15 seconds. But that's okay. That's okay. We're all about family first. We're all about family first. By the way, I got 3 futures today. I kind of looked at it overnight, and I said, you know what? Baseball's starting on Friday. And I'm looking at the records. I'm looking at the standings. I'm looking at how the playoffs are going to play out. And I'm telling you right now, this year, this is the year for the Phillies to get it done. So they're going to win the East because I don't believe in anybody else. I don't believe in the Braves. I don't believe in the Dodgers. They go on the road. They stink. The Tigers just absolutely dominated them last week. This is the Phillies' year to finally get over that hump, win the East, and I believe they're going to win the World Series against the Cleveland Guardians. Why? because the Orioles, yeah, they have a better record right now. Yankees, yeah, they have a better record right now. They're going to beat up on each other in their division because now Major League Baseball has kind of back-ended the schedule when you play against each other. The Guardians will benefit from that because they'll be playing the Twins, the White Sox, the Royals, and they're going to get home field throughout. Guardians plus 600, Phillies 2 plays. Those are my 3 futures today. Take it to the bank, cash with the coach. Now, we've got a lot to talk about as far as topics. We got people complaining. We've got an interesting list, and we're going to get all the way into it. Right now, Educate and Entertain, brought to you by Reagan, the movie.
Welcome to your life.
You can run from a bully for so long,
There's no
but after a while, you're going to have to stand up to him.
What did the president know, and when did he know it?
I am about to start the biggest war of this century.
You told me you wanted to make a difference in this world.
What would you have me do?
I want you to fight.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
Wants to rule the world.
One of the iconic lines in the history of politics. Take down that wall. By the way, anybody else looking forward to Twister coming out as well? The new you're not?
I already
You're
seen
not?
it.
Right, I saw the first one. I'm so tired of
haven't?
seeing it. Leave the movies alone. Be creative. Give me something new. I've already seen it. It's done.
Special effects really good.
Are
The
you
plot is
Are you
bad.
American? Are you an American citizen, Seabass?
Last I checked.
Wow, and you haven't seen Twister?
No, I saw the original. I don't need to see the new one.
All right, fair enough. By the way, there's a series on Discovery called Eye in the Storm. That thing is a banger too. An absolute banger. Incredible stuff.
Heard about
Incredible
that.
stuff. All right, so all 5 of us are hanging out today, and I got to tell you, there's been a lot of negativity surrounding, once again, Pat McAfee. I wish we all had the stroke that he has. He came out and he absolutely blasted his own network for this list. But now we're down to the final 25. They've released the top athletes, according to however they did it, of the 21st century. And the top 5 are Michael Phelps, Serena Williams, 1, 2, Lionel Messi, 3, LeBron James, 4, Tom Brady, 5. AB, I'm coming to you. Did ESPN, Tiger Woods is not even in the top 5 of this list. Now, pro athletes, of course. What did you make of what ESPN has done here?
It's a tough list because you've got guys that play singular sports. You have guys that play team sports. I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with who they have and where they have them. Now, I would have put Tiger Woods in the top 5 for sure, but it's tough to argue it, right? My answer is Tom Brady. I think that, where Tom Brady came from, having, the aggressiveness to say after he's drafted as a 6th-round pick to say, hey, Bob Kraft, I'm the greatest decision you've ever made. Saying that to a billionaire, all right, is a pretty bold statement as a 6th-round pick. And he was.
It's going to be interesting to see how he does on Fox. He did some summer league football. He sounded okay, but $300 million. But pretty good answer because he did win 7 chips. Raphael, let me come over to you. You heard what AB had to say. What do you think about this little list from ESPN? By the way, Simone Biles, number 7. Roger Federer, number 6.
Wow, I'm surprised. I'm shocked about Simone's high ranking. I don't have Tiger Woods on my top 5, just not because me and him have beef, but I love Tom Brady at number 1. He's got 7 ships, and what we play sports for is we play for ships. So I like him, but I have Serena nipping at his toes. For what Serena
Brady's
did
5. Brady's 5. Michael Phelps is number 1. Michael
I know,
Phelps.
but I'm just saying.
You have
Brady's
Brady number 1 with AB.
Saying Brady's my number 1, and I have
my bad.
nipping is Serena. I think what Serena did for women's tennis, saying I just got done watching a documentary of hers saying that she never wanted to play against her sister. She said she was always almost puking in the bag when she had to face her because she just didn't want to play her. I just think Serena was just dominant in women's tennis. So I have them, I would say probably 1B. Serena's right there, but Tom Brady's got 7 ships. I'm sorry, number 1, period.
I know, but when I hear the word athlete, I think like great athlete too. and he runs like a 5.40 or a 5.840, something like that. But it's hard to ignore the chips. There's no doubt about it. Seabass, let me come over to you. All of these names, Tiger Woods at number 8. And in 2000, when this century started, he held all 4 of the majors at the same time, which will never be done again, at least in our lifetime. What do you make of the list? Who would you have at number 1?
Man, because I got to go back to what AB was saying, right? Team sports versus individual sports, and I'm looking to the Olympic athletes. I think Michael Phelps is up there, some dominant performances. Although Simone Biles, I think, really low there at 7. I was reading something the other day where you see the Chinese men's gymnastics team is taking their most decorated medal team to the Olympics ever with 37 medals. Simone's got that on her own. Team sports is just different. And I like what you said with Tom Brady. The guy can't even run a 40. How do you call that athletic? As much as I dog LeBron and hate LeBron as a basketball player and don't think he's the greatest basketball player of all time, athletically, he's the most gifted on the court for sure that's ever played the game. And if you talk about championships, then don't you have to talk about Bill Russell and his 11? I mean, does that make him the great? It's such a wide argument that it's tough to narrow down. I mean, where I like Serena in there as well. I don't have an answer. I don't have an answer. You can't do it. You can't do it. I don't know.
All right. Very good. I'll take that answer or lack thereof. John says, I think the top players have to come from individual sports. That's a different animal doing it all on your own. John, that's an interesting take. All right, Charles, let me come over to you. When you look at this list, you think of athletes in the 21st century. Who do you got?
Well, no Ronaldo on the list, 33 trophies, 5-time Champions League winner, Ballon d'Or 5 times as well, nominated 18 times since 2004. So no love for Ronaldo. I think he has some pretty nice accomplishments as well.
He should replace Messi.
Messi was number 3. Ronaldo was much farther down on the list, but he was on the list, just not in the top 10. So
he took Saudi money. That's why he's probably down on the list.
Yeah.
So Charles, you're saying that you would put Ronaldo at number 1 for you?
I mean, he should be in at least the top 5.
Okay.
Way better than Messi. Way better.
I think from
my wife agrees.
Yeah, a lot of wives agree. No doubt about it. All right. Some good answers there. So right now, Michael Phelps is going to be 1. When you win that many gold medals, and his famous Instagram video that said he had to be in shape. He worked out every single day for like 8 years. Imagine that. Never took a day off in 8 or 9 years during that length of time that he did all those Olympics. Crazy stuff. Now,
like DG.
What's that?
Like DG of DTL.
No. I didn't say he never took a day off of complaining.
Oh.
I said took a day off of working out. There's completely 2 different things.
I misheard.
Now, here at DTL, we're big in the WNBA, and definitely the tickets, according to Raphael, certainly ramped up. Caitlin Clark coming in last night. Shout out to her. WNBA record, 19 assists, and she's now started to settle in and show everybody why she is the marquee attraction across the league. However, AB, the commissioner of the WNBA, is complaining today. Apparently, that's what we do on a Thursday. And they only got $2 billion of the $76 billion from the new media deal, meaning it's an 11-year deal, so about $200 million a year. She says it's not enough, but if we get more national televised games, that will lead to more betting, more picks here on the show. So it all comes together. But do you think, AB, that the WNBA has a beef that at this point they should be making more than peanuts compared to the NBA?
No, they don't have a beef, but yes, and this is what you do. It's a smart play. You just go to the public, however you got to do it. You got to get your hands on that money, right? So I think that it's a smart one because you're going up against a lot of lawyers, a lot of attorneys, a lot of very intelligent people that are probably going to give them exactly what they did, a small percentage of it. So you have to do everything that you can to force yourself into that contract negotiation. But I mean, I agree with the NBA, right? Like, I don't know how much they deserve of all of that. However, I don't blame her for doing that. I mean, that's what you do.
That's what you do as the commissioner. I mean, $200 million a year goes right back to their salaries. And right now, max salary is still less than $150,000 a year. And Raphael, in a time where there's more and more games on TV, the women now are speaking out. I don't know why this year's the year, but you do more than anybody when it comes to the WNBA. Is their popularity this year? Should that lead to more money than what they got or are going to get?
Yeah, this is the greatest year to roar because your league is so high, and we're talking about it almost every day. A subject with either your girl Reese or Clayton Clark. We're just always talking about it lately. So yeah, this is their time to shine. They're trying to complain for more money, better planes, better rosters, expansion. If I'm the WNBA, you're just shooting for the fences right now because your league is nothing high. It's not going to be any higher. No one's coming. No disrespect to UConn's the Beckers, but she's not going to bring in the crowd that these two ladies have brought in with this draft class. So right now, you roar and roar for everything you want.
Matty Ice says NBA trash talk groups do nothing but argue about CC and Reese. Well, Matty, that argument is about over. CC is now dominating that conversation. And Seabass, as I come over to you, it's been so long for women's professional sports here in the United States to even get to a financial level where they don't have to play in other countries to supplement that income. And I think at the core of this argument is the fact that a lot of players still have to do that. What's your take?
Yeah, I mean, listen, the WNBA is much bigger. I'm missing it today. I have literally, as you guys saw, I have 0 picks today. There's no WNBA, so it's definitely gaining some traction. Like AB said, yes, you got to talk about it. You got to bring it up. But my thing is, like, you've still got to generate some sort of revenue, right? So, like I tell people at work, don't tell me what you did today, right? After you've been for instance, come in late. I was on time today. We've been late for the last 3 months every day. Today, sure, we'll move on from there. But if you've been losing money consistently, running at a deficit for the last however long the WNBA has been around, now you're starting to make some money. Fine, we'll take it as a starting point, but it's got to continue, right? Well, Bucher's she's not going to have the same impact because it's just one versus Clark and Reese. But she's going to be able to continue that trend and help them move it along. And as long as more people are continuing to watch, I believe the beef is legitimate. I think the request is real, but it's got to be consistent. It can't just be, hey, we're up this, and then next season we're back to where it was and nobody's paying attention.
It's such a smart thing. And I think some of these women that complain from the WNBA, they don't understand that these NBA owners who supplement this league and pay for the league, they haven't made money ever. This has always been a deficit league, but it's not talked about because the NBA makes so much money. So, Charles, our final take, bring us home. Do you think the WNBA moving forward, will they have a bigger place here on DTL? Will they have a bigger place in the Amazon, ESPN, all of that media universe?
Absolutely. They're going to just continue to grow. And it looks like they were at 60 million. So they're going up to 200 million. So they quadrupled that number they had as well. So a 233% increase as well, which I believe, didn't they negotiate the deal? So I'm not sure why they're going back and saying anything now. But yeah, I'm all for them getting as much as they can. And I only see them increasing as the years pass as well.
Well, I mean, it's always when you say, did they negotiate the deal? Yes, they did. But at some point when you're the WNBA, because obviously you guys know I was at ESPN for 10 years. ESPN's going to say, here's what you get. And if you don't like it, you can go to Fox or somewhere else. They just don't have any negotiating power. By the way, did any of you guys see the story that TNT might be taking the NBA to court over some type of situation where they were not allowed to match the Amazon part of the deal? And the NBA saying, no, Amazon had a right to do it. TNT saying, no, we had a right to match. So there still may be some situations where TNT inside the NBA still could stick around, which I think would be a great thing for the NBA. Don't you?
The NBA loves that. Absolutely loves that. This is a win-win for the NBA. Now, yeah, Amazon, that's a different story. But for the NBA, yeah, you absolutely want that.
All right, we'll keep our eye on it as we move into the fall, as we move into another basketball season, still 4 months away, and we still have another football launch to worry about. Gentlemen, thank you very much. Now, you guys know if you don't make it here at the top of the show, it's okay. We've got you covered at the bottom of the hour as well. A little thing we like to call the whip around. I watch Chuck and Shaq more than the actual games, Robbie. So do a lot of us. And by the way, Charles Barkley finished inside the top 60 in Tahoe. congratulations to him. He's never done that before. So
He
congratulations.
was top 60 athlete of all time.
Touche. All right, we do every single pick in 10 seconds. So one little nugget on each little play. So Charles, coming off a 2-0 play yesterday, I think we cash more today. Talk to me.
Europa Conference League, Vikinor and Liepāja over 2.75 full-time goals. I'm expecting at least 3 in this one at worst, so I could see a 3-1 tight final score line, and that's in the Europa Conference League. Lines available with our friends over at DraftKings.
And there are games all the way throughout the day, starting very, very soon, like in less than 30 minutes, all the way up to like 3 p.m. Eastern this afternoon. So make sure you get the starting time correct. Raphael, we're going to the dirt with the horses. Let's go.
And there's horse racing 24 hours a day today because you can go over to Japan and bet the horses. But we'll go into Canada today. Give me Woodbine Race 7, $20 win place on the number 1 horse. My girl, 2-Sip Sally. And Coach, I forgot about Joey Chestnut, the greatest athlete of all time. That's my number 1.
And he will have, all kidding aside, his own Netflix special coming up on Labor Day. We will have a pick for it. I'm almost sure of it. My 3 plays, they're all futures in Major League Baseball, and write them down if you're going to cash with the coach. Phillies to win the World Series. This is their year. They've got the talent. They had 3 All-Stars in the starting lineup. Nobody has the talent that they do, but this year they get it done. So they'll obviously win the National League at plus 210, and then the Guardians on the American League side. Everybody's talking about the Orioles and the Yankees and all those teams. Don't sleep on Cleveland. They're going to have a much easier road to get to the World Series than I believe anybody else. Plus, I believe they will have home field as well. AB, what do you got?
Los Angeles Gorillas. All right. It is the Call of Duty National Championship this weekend. We're taking the Gorillas plus 1.5 at plus 145. Now, we were talking about the greatest athletes of all time. Los Angeles Gorillas is owned by Stan Kroenke. All right, you're familiar with Stan Kroenke. Let me run you down his resume here. He owns Arsenal. He owns the Denver Nuggets. He owns the Colorado Avalanche. He owns the Colorado Rapids. He owns the Colorado Mammoth, the LA Gladiators, the LA Gorillas. Keep going down the list, and then parlayed all of that into marrying a woman named Ann Walton, who is the heiress to Walmart. So there you go. Stan Kroenke belongs on the list. I don't know where of athlete, but your man has done things correctly.
You talk about overkill. Holy smokes. A billionaire does not need a billionaires in the same house, but
you know what's funny? I'll tell you this. How he ended up with her is that in the 80s, all right, he developed little kind of, those like not malls, but like little shopping center areas where it's like just, 5 stores and parking lots. He was developing those, and he'd always develop them where a Walmart was. He just followed Walmart, and he would do it around there. And Walmart finally, Ann Walt was like, "What are you doing? Like, you keep following us." Ended up married. My man is developing everything that he sees. Got to give him credit on that.
Very interesting. Maybe I need to start building stadiums. Who knows? Raphael, what do you got?
Coach, can I jump on your Cleveland Guardians future at 6-1? It's a great number and it's a great bet because it's a great hedge all the way through the playoffs. All you need is Cleveland to get in the playoffs, and you can start hedging that ticket off because you get such a good number. And there's some 7-1s and plus 750s out there for the Guardians. So that's a fantastic bet for just hedging around as long as you can get to the playoffs, which they are going to get to the playoffs.
100% they are. Thank you, Raphael, for validating what I already knew. I am fantastic. So thank you, Raphael, for that. Real quick, Seabass, I know you got a lot of things. You got a lot of back order stuff finally coming in. You're finally able to sell something. Where can the good people find it?
Yeah, I actually just dropped the website in the chat there for my spices on my Shopify store. You can find me on all of the social medias at Seabass33. And I'll be hosting my first virtual happy hour Thursday, August 29th. You can find that link on my Instagram as well.
A virtual happy hour.
Yeah.
Very interesting. So do you drink? Do you drink during that? Yes.
Yeah.
We all drink.
Yeah, I'm going to demonstrate 2 tequila cocktails. We'll make a little syrup for one of them. And then, a little hour-long happy hour tequila session.
Maybe we need to run that live on our channels. Seabass in the DTL virtual universe.
After dark. There's actually two sessions. One's at 7 o'clock Eastern. The other one is at 10 p.m. Eastern. So for all of you California folk who might not want to drink at 4, join us again at 7.
Can we drink it both?
Yeah, absolutely. Better.
Joe said that AB will be the drunkest
X-rated one.
Yeah, that'll be the 10 o'clock one. Gentlemen, thank you very much. You can check all 3 of these guys in our crew exclusive content that drops about 30 minutes after the show as well. And as I told you guys the other day, very, very soon, about 2.5 weeks from right now, we'll be dropping a brand new show called DTL, the podcast, where we will go more in depth. It's not a pick show, but it's a discussion knowledge show about the world of sports betting and what the big topics are, but everybody will be a part of that. That'll be dropping around 1 p.m. Eastern time every weekday. Starting in a couple weeks, we'll get those dates to you. Gentlemen, as always, thank you very much. It's now time for the closing bell. John, you're too much. No, we all haven't been drinking, although that would sound pretty good right about now. AB, what are our selections, or excuse me, our choice from the crew today?
All right. First off, shout out to producer, man, cleaning up that Pelicans at the bottom, getting the Cavs on there when we have in the poll. So the answer from the crew is the Grizzlies -8.5, a close one there with the Cavs -6.5, but they are going Memphis style here, going with the Grizz -8.5. And a quick shout out to our man, Glenn Clevis, one of his girls, Bryn King, pole vaulter, made the Olympic team. So one proud coach there. And let me tell you, Glenn, greatness runs in that family as well. He is a legend himself. So Glenn, congrats, and congrats to Bryn as well.
Certainly. Congrats to her as well. That's fantastic. Can't wait to watch all of our athletes over at the Olympics. A couple other shout outs before we get out of here. Seminole 5. I told you our show is worldwide. Watching from Dubai. Says happy hour here in Dubai. Shout out to you. And also Aaron Bailey says, AB, a little shout out for good news at the doctor. Thank you to everybody that has said prayers for him. So Aaron Bailey, thinking about you as well. Do you know what the issue is, AB, or he just shouting out to you?
Yeah. No, we've been talking, and Aaron's a local guy here, and
Okay.
Yeah, congrats, man. Like he's been fighting for a minute, man. So Aaron, dude, well, like that's a big message right there, Aaron. Great job, man.
Fantastic. And we're here every single day. Something to look forward to. They say that when you have that in your head, something to look forward to every day, it really helps your attitude. It helps your energy. It helps your vibe. So hopefully, Aaron, we've helped with that because I know you've been around for a minute with us. All right, AB, thank you very much, sir. Producer man, thank you for the one shot. Thank you to all of you who have made it through the dog days with us. Tomorrow, we will have a full slate of baseball. Also, you want to tune in right at the top of the show because a member of the crew, the voice of boxing in the world right now, the great Todd Grisham, he will be here to preview Jake Paul against Mike Perry live on Saturday from Orlando. Todd will be here live on the show tomorrow. But all that being said, it's now time for you to go out into the world. Time for you to pay it forward. Time for you to be honest with each other. That's the only way that this can work. And understand this. There is only one thing left to do. And I believe you all know what that is. You got your marching orders. Let's take all of these tickets straight to the pay window. My Tiger level. My man from the Dirty Charles. My 5-star chef, Seabass. Raphael, my numbers guy. 5-tool player AB, producer man behind the scenes. And I am simply the coach trying to keep this train on said track. We grind for you so we can win with you. It's truly what we're all about right here every day at Driving the Line. Good luck.